You're not even ready to figure out something. I got it, Montana. You told us that you took that song.
Steelers first down as we get this up to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on the first and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's hit just before the midfield strike at the 49. Still a few inches short of the first down as they take it now on second down. Harris running straight ahead. And they get it to midfield. Right in midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. First down, and they go back to Harris. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ridder to throw it. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just got to wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. George Pickens, 61 yards. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And a quick throw here. That's complete. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Going play action. Ritter. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Ritter. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Ritter now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 33. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Now Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. He may go. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. First and goal at the 2-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, this is Harris. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses. On fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Pickett. Pickens on the slant.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Pickett now on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Pickett. And his pass incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Ritter.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And the running lane's non-existent. The yard to look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to.
Himself, he'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he finds Pickens over the middle.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
On second, here's Algier.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
3rd and short. Ritter. He's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Ritter back to throw. Cordero Hodge has it complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ritter to throw it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ritter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ritter now.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts, 31 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Pickett.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. A big pickup of 38.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
Looking now, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They run again with Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the give, this is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
1st down, here's Ritter.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. Slant route to Miller. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Harris. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Pickett going to bootleg it.
And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And Here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Now Patterson to start the drive.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Pickett back to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Pickens on the slant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Now Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. Big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's how are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
That one goes for 24 yards. They run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On second down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Olszewski now to return.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 1st down, it's Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. David Onyemata there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Heineke to throw it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Heineke's throw complete there to Smith.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. He's got this to Algier.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Robinson up the middle.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Heineke.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Cameron Hayward drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Running a jet sweep. This is Austin.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here's Trubisky. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, Heineke.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a man scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. 1st down, Heineke.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. From the gun, Heineke. That's complete to Penny Hart.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Back, they were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.